Update: my BF keeps trying to initiate intimacy when his mic is on. After the influx of messages warning me about some nefarious spyware or hidden cameras in his home, I took it upon myself to check out my BF's computer, when he wasn't home. He doesn't have a password, but I also don't ever go on his PC, so I feel he didn't take any preventative measures against snooping. I do feel bad about it, but all the messages gave me horrific anxiety, and he refused multiple attempts at a mature conversation. So I looked through folders, programs, and browser history, and no, I did not find any secret OnlyFans or creep shots of me. What I did find was a small archive of 30 gamer videos. I don't know exactly how to feel about it, but the video titles included things like 20 under the desk. Support under the desk gamer leaves camera on. I felt immediately violated and alarmed. It seemed like he'd intended to recreate the videos with me, but I have no idea how far he'd been willing to take it. I continued searching and stumbled upon an old 4chan account I had no idea he had. He doesn't even use Reddit. The account only had posts dating back to around 7 to 8 years ago, but some recently saved threads made my stomach twist. One of the threads went into detail about how they'd coerced their partner into performing on the mic for their gaming buddies. The thread was extremely explicit/graphic and humiliating. There were other threads following a similar vein, but I couldn't stomach reading them. I grabbed all my things and quickly left. I blocked my BF's number and hadn't spoken to him since. The thought of his voice made me feel ill, and I honestly felt unsafe being in that apartment and near his computer. I called my sister and she came back to the apartment to stay with me. Once I told her everything, I assume he started spamming me all day once I didn't respond to his messages in the afternoon, because he showed up at my place toward the end of the night. My sister blocked him at the door and wouldn't let him see me. I simply curled up in bed and hid under the covers to block it all out. She called him a weirdo and a pervert, and I suppose he caught on because he started trying to explain from the doorway. My sister cut him off and he only ended up leaving once she threatened to call the police on him. He didn't try to come back again, but I kept him blocked for the next few days. He eventually managed to get through on a burner account. He questioned me and asked me why I was doing this. I explained, listing out everything I'd found on his computer and sending screenshots. How he'd lied, gaslighted me, and attempted to use me without my explicit consent. There was radio silence on the other end until apologies started rolling in, begging me to give him another chance and let him explain. I denied and told him to give me time to think. Then I blocked that account as well. That was a couple of days ago, and my head is honestly so scrambled. I have no idea what to think. I feel betrayed and violated on a cellular level. If the thought of humiliating me gives him any pleasure at all, the thought of stepping back into that apartment makes my skin crawl, and I have no clue if I even want to have a sit down with him or just be done with it all.